Into more interesting news, we have H.E.R versus MBK Entertainment. That's Jeff. Shout out to all parties involved here.
Yeah.
But this is interesting.
It's very interesting.
H.E.R filed a lawsuit in California based on the labor laws. I'm not reading. This is off my head. Here we go. I can read it. According to legal documents cited by the Blast, H.E.R is suing for the declaratory relief and violation of the Business and Professions Code and seeking to be released from her contract with MBK. The lawsuit was filed in the Superior Court of the State of California and Los Angeles County on Thursday. Wilson's releases under the name H.E.R all have been released under the MBK logo and distributed by Sony Music's RCA Records. It is unclear whether her dispute extends to her management contract with Robinson, who previously managed Alicia Keys. What she's saying is, because this is not giving it to me, what she's saying is, in California, you can't make somebody work more than 7 years.
Oh, it's the same. Kanye used this when he was trying to get out of the whatever publishing deal it was.
Did that work? Did that work for him? Or
I think they renegotiated or something, if I recall correctly.
Because she's saying that she signed a contract when she was 14 years old, and that contract should have been deaded in 2020 or 2019, something like that. Here we go. She reportedly claims had significantly limited her employment rights and that she has not been free to provide her recording services except as permitted or dictated by MBK. She also claims that MBK has exclusively owned the right to exploit her name and likeness for her recordings. See, this is where I shut up because that sounds normal.
Yeah, it does. And it's interesting because...
But if she's saying that contract is up, then that terminates those rights. So you should no longer have the right to do those things, and I guess that's what the dispute is.
It sounds like it probably was... It sounds like it was probably... I'm sorry, you're good.
No, go ahead.
It was probably, if she was 14 years old, brand new artist, I know she had like a little bit of a name and buzz around that time. It was probably not a favorable deal at the time, and now she's H.E.R.
Okay.
And is probably trying to negotiate her way out of it, similar to what Kanye did with the publishing shit before.
See, I'm lost on that because, okay, so you're 14, so I'm guessing your guardian or someone signed, you signed this contract.
Yeah.
And from what I was reading, it says the documents reportedly state that the contract makes her an exclusive employee for an initial period, which ended the later of 15 months after May 19th, 2011, or 12 months after the commercial release in the United States of her first album under the contract, and up to 5 additional option periods for more than 1 year each. So it's like...
That tells me something, because remember she dropped EPs for... the first 5 shits.
It was all EPs for a minute. She didn't drop her debut album
until 2 years ago or whatever, right? Like that last album was her first album.
But even that,
no.
I thought the first album was just
at some point
amalgamation of all the EPs.
Well, that's where this gets tricky.
Yeah.
It was that.
Yeah.
I put all my EPs together, and now this is a full-length project. Same thing Meek was talking about over in Atlantic. Same thing Meg was talking about with Carl Crawford. If you are under a production company or just a different company has access to your rights, we have to mutually agree or not mutually. We have to decide whether this is an album or not.
Yes.
Or an EP, or whether this serves to your contract.
This counts.
Like, I was putting out independent project after independent project. My publisher said, "What'd that mean?" We don't have no language on that. And that's a mixtape or some shit. But wait, no, it's original music. Well, so what?
Until they call it an album, it's not an album.
Yeah, these definitions changed with the snap of a finger.
At the whim of the record label, it seems like, or production company.
Yeah, but I like to see more artists being able to go and fight for their rights. She also claims that in his role as manager, Robinson fired the law firm that first represented her, and alleges that Robinson caused his own lawyers to represent Wilson in the negotiation of subsequent contracts, including publishing and touring agreements. She then alleges that those lawyers took 5% of the deals they negotiated. but did not have a written fee agreement or conflict waiver signed by Wilson, and said that they performed the services as a favor to their client Robinson, who was paid 20% commission for each of those deals.
The old double dip.
It's Jeff.
Music industry games 101. And no disrespect to anybody, it is what it is.
Not at all, because that is, or not is, but was common practice for a long time until artists got hip. We had to learn that. As I'm sure she has, which is why we're here.
Yeah.
So good luck to her. I didn't feel good reading that as a fan of her because it holds up the music. Mm-hmm. I cannot say when we'll hear from her again, at least until this is litigated or settled.
So what's the long game? They said after her first album, another 5 years.
1 year options.
1
each,
year,
right?
yeah.
1 year options, and I'm assuming he has the option to exercise.
Pick up the option each time. So I'm gonna pick up an option for another year. Pick up the option for another year.
So again, in essence, 5 more years after that first project job.
You know what's also interesting about that? That contract, that initial contract that she signed at 14 was signed by Gabby Wilson for Gabby Wilson. There was no her.
Right.
No, they touched on it.
What did they say?
Go up.
No wonder who owns the name Her.
And is there a contract for the name
her?
Right.
Her?
That could get sticky. That could get sticky.
That's a little different there.
She made.
Because
But
I'm positive that Gabby Wilson. Go check to see if Gabby Wilson put a full length project out in the United States.
I'll check right now.
I want to say that she did,
Because if that did, then that changes all of this.
and that's what I'm saying. And again, I'm minding my business. I don't have any information here. I haven't spoken to anybody, and this is all tricky.
Well, I mean,
I only see a single.
she did put a single out.
Yeah.
What year?
2014.
No project though.
No project that I see.
The wild shit about that is, you know who would have had to say whether an album came out or not back then? MBK. It's scary out there, yo.
Damn.
It is scary out there. And that's what Meek was saying, too, about Atlanta. Yo, I'm ready to drop right now. Yeah, but no. We're not ready.
And they killed mixtapes.
Who did?
No, I'm just saying.
In general.
Yeah.
I want to come in here. I want to do like a 10-part series. And I really want us to put our brains together and divvy up each tier with each artist that is relevant to music. I want to do that. And after we do that, I want to go about trying to find out the brand deals associated with each of these acts. That's what I want to know.
When you say about each tier, what do you mean? Like,
I mean, I want to know who's tier A, act A, prominent artist for a label. I think that would mean probably 300 and up.
Yeah.
300 albums and up.
You had to break that up in genres, though, no?
No, I'm only talking about rap.
okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about the rappers. I'm not talking about the singers and all of that.
Okay.
Just the rappers. Like, there would be a 300 and up tier. That's where it gets tricky because you want to put Future in that tier, but I don't think he's done that yet. Or you just want to say platinum or double platinum tier. I don't know.
Okay, I got you. I get what you're saying.
And then the B tier, I think, would be tough. But I was watching TV and a Sweetie commercial came on for some whole other shit. I forgot what it was.
It wasn't the Ranch Crocs and it wasn't the Happy Meal?
Bruh.
No, it was some other shit. And I said, enough is enough. I got to know. Y'all tell me what every sports athlete's off the court, off the field endorsements are. If y'all start doing that with the rappers, it'll give me more information about what's happening with music.
Fam, I told you what it was, and you can see why the music is suffering.
And this is why people sell their likeness.
You can see why.
Because I can't sell a Happy Meal without you. This is why podcasters take the bum ass $500,000 ads. Because you can't sell a Big Mac without them. It's the same shit.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
And
But I get it.
we had that before. Most people are not at a level where they can turn that down.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like most jokers not at a level where they can turn that money down.
I know, but we have to understand what it does. We have to understand what it does. That's all.
New Joe Budden. Enough, Daddy.